Island, New York. The right fielder due up.
For many, many years, the official motto were the words courage, character, and loyalty. The idea was that, well, it's fun to play baseball. There were more important values to be learned through Little League participation. And I just don't know if anyone could demonstrate it greater than Michael Cammarata did.
What makes a role model? Who's your role model?
If you're from New York and you don't know who Michael Cammarata is, something's wrong with you.
You try to follow in those footsteps, but I don't think I have the capacity to. He's just a different person.
The plane has hit the World Trade Center.
There was chaos in New York, not one but two incidents.
We think about the letter that he wrote. Anything ever happens to me, make my spirit live on. Staten Island's a very unique place, very close-knit community. Sports was something that was instilled in every child through family. It was a place that every child would want to grow up in. My family is a close-knit family. Michael was the youngest. He was born in 1978. I was born in 77. And my sister is 7 years older than me, 8 years older than Michael.
How would you describe his personality?
Fun-loving, full of life. He was such a handsome boy, big, beautiful smile. He was a fun kid.
The day my parents sold the house in Brooklyn and were moving, he just showed up out of nowhere. He's like, I know this is the house you grew up in. It means a lot to you. I just wanted to be here for you. And that was just the type of guy he was. Such a loyal, thoughtful friend.
He was a true leader. Whether it was baseball or whether it was hockey. He was always the one wearing a letter C on his chest for captain.
What kind of talent was on that South Shore team?
Unbelievable. You had Jason Marquis, who went off to the major leagues, an amazing athlete at that age. He was a pitcher, but then could hit a home run at any given time in the game. Serious talent on that team.
Michael, we knew we could depend on him every game in, game out, whether it was getting a big hit in a certain moment.
Base hit. Mike Cammarata got a base hit to short right field.
Or making a great play or a great throw. At the end of the day, he was a great teammate.
One of my favorite stories about him is we were playing a game in Bristol, Connecticut, and our pitcher lost a curveball and hit a kid. And the kid stood at home plate and just stared at him. I look over and Michael is on the infield, came in from right field. Like, he was ready. That guy made a step towards his pitcher. He was gonna be the first one there to tackle him. That's Michael.
Wow, this one really brings back memories. This is a scrapbook that my late mother created during the 1991 All-Star team run from Staten Island all the way up to the World Series.
So this was the sectional championship game for us against Haverstraw.
This particular article brings back memories. Mike Cammarata belted a solo home run
to lead the South Shore Americans All-Star team to a 3-1 win over Haverstraw, New York.
Then further down the article, Cammarata added an insurance run when he led off the fourth by blasting a 1-2 pitch over the fence.
In left center for his second home run in postseason play in the Little League 11 to 12-year-old Section 3 championship game.
Winning Staten Island, the borough, winning the city championship, winning the state championship, the Eastern Regional Championship, and then going to Williamsport. I mean, I was his biggest fan, and I was just blessed to be along for the ride.
It was just a special run that felt like we had this internal confidence, like we're good enough, we have the pieces in place, at every position to get to that next level.
August, as any 12-year-old boy can tell you, is Little League World Series time. And Williamsport, Pennsylvania is the center of the world.
That was the big baseball that you wanted to play. All the kids dreamed of going there. For us to go there, I mean, I remember the excitement.
One ball, look out, there was something in the outfield right by somebody's camera.
He felt like a rock star, he truly did. Like everybody wanted to meet the players and talk to the players and interview the players.
Who's your role model?
Mattingly, Don Mattingly. He's like one of the best baseball players around.
What about his long hair?
I haven't heard about that because we've been on the road a long time.
I do not believe it. A no-hitter for Jason Marquis.
It's the U.S. Championship matching Staten Island, New York against Danville, California. I'm Brent Musburger. The best of the East against the tops of the West. Both of these cities have been represented here before.
You know, I would like to have said we won one more game. We played a team from California, and we lost 13-4.
To the center fielder, and this should do it. Danville, California advances to the final.
Wasn't to be, but the experience overall is just incredible.
They came home, they were honored by the city. They were still treated like rock stars.
My Cammarata, you had some big hits.
A couple.
A couple? What'd you play? Right field,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I said, right. Yeah.
When we were younger, we always wanted to be firemen, playing on the rug with the fire trucks and making the noises that the fire trucks do and wearing fire truck underwear, being kids, you know? That's what we wanted to do.
My father was a fireman, and he always loved speaking to my father about the fire department. And it wasn't something that was really on my radar, but he kept pushing me to do it. That was his ultimate goal, was to become a fireman.
How competitive is it to become a member of the FDNY?
It was extremely, extremely competitive. Most competitive civil service exam in the city, for sure. The difference between one answer could mean 3 years or not getting hired at all.
You're talking at the time, over 60,000 people are competing for that job.
He came up to me out of a whole group of recruits, and he goes, Compagna, Tauntville High School, we're carpooling, come on, let's go. That was the start of a good friendship. He was a true born leader, somebody who helped me a lot through the academy. He had this sixth sense to tell who needed what to bring them up. He just had a way about him to raise you to almost his level.
He used to call me and tell me how hard it was, but how much fun it was. How excited he was to get through the academy and out into the field. Make a difference in a city that he loved.
He was sworn in May of 2001. You're at the big show now. This is everything you wanted. Now you have to perform on that big stage. And he knew it.
Okay, Joseph Sr. This is a marker for Alpha Charlie. Take one. Joseph Sr., B mark. Take one.
It's been almost 25 years.
That's right. 25 years.
I mean, when you
Can't
think
believe
about
it. Right. Seemed like yesterday. Really. I was building my extension on my house in Huguenot on Staten Island. And I moved Mikey's car. I moved it, and I scraped his rim. I never forget it. And I said, boy, what am I going to tell him tonight?
Good morning, America. How nice to see all of you. I'm Charles Gibson.
I'm Diane Sawyer. It's Tuesday, September 11th, 2001.
You got a plane crashed into the World Trade Center. You aware of that? You have a plane?
The ticket was read out that a plane hit the North Tower, and that's all we got.
I can't remember if it was my mother or my father. It might have been my father. And he said that Michael left a message.
He called me up and said, Dad, on my way to the World Trade Center, a plane hit the building. I love you guys. He was excited. He wanted a big fire. He wanted it right from the beginning.
Ladder 11, we're ready when you need us. 10-4, thank you. A second plane crash. Repeating, a second fifth alarm is now being transmitted for number 2 World Trade Center for a second plane crash.
Ladder 11 had been dispatched to the South Tower, but once they got to the South Tower, they got reassigned to World Trade Center 3, which was the Marriott Hotel in between the two towers.
I think a lot of people remained in their hotel rooms thinking they were safe, not affected. You know, their building was not hit. He was on the upper floors, clearing out any occupants that were left.
I thought maybe it's contained to the planes and there'll be injuries, but nothing of this magnitude. And the saying that life can change in a matter of seconds.
It took out one side of the building that Ladder 11 was on. And then they were no longer there, and the building was gone.
When the tower fell, I knew right then and there that he was gone.
Both trade towers have now been attacked and destroyed.
I shut down. I remember not being able to get out of bed for days and just crying, thinking about how he died.
We were young, and he was the first one of our friends that was taken from us. So we were confused. We didn't know how to feel other than heartbroken.
I felt like I couldn't talk about it with my family because they were going through exactly what I was going through. Our very close friends, it was difficult to talk to because they were going through what we were going through. That's the impact Michael had on everybody.
I felt I had to be strong for the family. I never broke down in front of the family, really. But when I was alone, I had my moments that I broke down a lot. And I felt I had to help my wife, Kim, and Joe to get through this.
What did this do to your mother?
Devastated her. She'd spend days in a small bedroom on the computer reading legacy.com comments.
I feel like his mother, Linda, died with him that day. Mike was the heart of the family, and it was taken from them. So. She never recovered from losing her baby.
So this is the locker that was assigned to Mike when he was a probie. All you get is your name on top of it. Since then, we have put in memory of Michael Cammarata. Means he's still here with us, for me. So it's a good reminder, I think especially for the young guys, that it could be any one of us. 20 years or a couple weeks.
Right up here is where I keep it. This is one of my most prized possessions. I placed it here because it's one of the first things I see when I wake up in the morning and one of the last things I see before I go to sleep. After 9/11 happened, we went down into his room, and in his nightstand drawer was a triple folded piece of computer paper. The outside said if anything was ever to happen to me. It's absolutely incredible. And then we opened it. So if anything ever happens to me, 1, take care of Jenna, which was his girlfriend. 2, don't mourn me, this is the career I chose. 3, make my spirit live on. And 4, remember I love you all and be waiting for you upstairs. Signed, Michael Cammarata, 1138 is badge number, no date.
Not many people are thinking ahead or thinking to their loved ones. When you're gone, you're gone. You're not the one who's suffering. Everybody around you is. He tried to have the forethought to alleviate some of that.
It's not something I've ever heard of anyone do, really, write a letter like that. You know, I've been a fireman 22 years, and I don't know anyone personally that ever said they did that.
When we were advised that Michael was the youngest firefighter to lose his life at Ground Zero, first thought was, we've got to do something to appropriately memorialize and honor Michael's sacrifice.
There was an extremely moving tribute before the start of this game. Michael Cammarata had been a New York fireman killed in 9/11, but he played on the Staten Island Little League team that lost to California in the United States Championship in 1991. They awarded him with the Hall of Excellence, the highest honor you can receive from Little League baseball.
With character, loyalty, and courage, Michael went into those buildings. He went above and beyond the call of duty and gave his life to save another, and is yet to be recovered.
But we wanted to do something more, and that's where it led us to looking at the scorebook to find his uniform number from the East Region team from that year. So we got the scorebook out. So it said M. Cammarata, 9/11. That's when we made the decision that we were going to retire number 11. No child would ever wear it again at the Little League Baseball World Series.
There will always be a handful of kids every World Series that wears number 11, and then they find out that they can't wear number 11 here. But then to hear that there's a bigger story in play, and we're going to keep number 11 on that fence as long as I'm around.
I knew what baseball meant to Mike. I knew what that South Shore Little League team meant to him, and I knew the achievement of making it to Williamsport, what that meant to him. So being there and looking out at right field and seeing that number 11, I just feel like his presence is there.
Cammarata, the right fielder, due up.
When those kids go out there and they're asking questions like, oh, why is this number retired? What do you want them to take away from Michael's example?
I hope that the players who play in the World Series and ask about number 11 honor him by carrying out that motto that Little League Baseball instills: character, courage, and loyalty, because that is exactly what defined Michael. And the story needs to be told because he wanted it to be told.
If I could say something to Michael right now, that how proud I was being a father to him, and I will never forget him. And I wish I could have you here just to give you a hug and tell you how much I love you.
Take courage when the road is long. Don't ever forget you are never alone.
I had a dream, and he was in it, and he hugged me. I could feel his jacket, and he said to me, he said, "Don't worry about me, I'm fine, and I'll see you one day."
I want you to live forever underneath the sky so blue.
For Jason Marquis, the emotions have to be running awfully high tonight as well, because one of the firefighters missing in the World Trade Center attack, Michael Cammarata, was a teammate of Jason Marquis on the South Shore Little League team.